Hi, and thanks for joining me for another tip where we keep it short, simple, and specific. In this video, I will share with you 4 things that you can do if you get nervous during a job interview because English is not your native language. And in fact, you can use these things not just for job interviews, but anytime you're having a professional meeting or a sales call, or you talking with another business person. So let's start. The first thing you can do is speak slower and pause between ideas and sentences. A lot of people think that if you do this, you sound stupid. That's not true. It helps the other person to understand you better, and by pausing, it gives you time to think about the next thing you will say and the next sentence that you will use to say it. The second thing you can do is to ask clarifying questions. These are questions that you can ask to help you understand the other person's questions better. For example, you could ask something like this: could you use an example to help me understand your question? Or if you don't understand the person's example, you could ask, could you use a different example to help me understand your question? Or you could simply ask, could you explain a little bit what you mean by, and then insert the thing that you don't understand here. The third thing you can do to be more relaxed and help you during a job interview, if English is not your native language, is to ask permission to think. There are job interview questions, there are ideas during meetings that maybe you are not prepared for. A great question to ask is, could I take a moment to think about that? And then take a moment to think about it, but make sure it's a short moment. You don't want to keep the other person waiting too long. And then the fourth and last thing that I recommend you do is take notes. Before any job interview, when you meet your interviewer, ask for permission to take notes. And I always take notes during meetings and interviews, and I always say, would it be okay if I take some notes during our interview, because it's important for me to remember what we talked about? The other person will always say, yes, it's okay, because when you take notes, you are actually demonstrating that you are professional. And while you are taking notes, you are getting extra time to think about questions you want to ask or about answers that you want to provide. I hope this tip was useful for you, and as always, if you have any comments or questions, please make sure to include them in the comments section below this video.